Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Welcome to the hypergamous journey. This video was inspired by Orion Taraban of Psych Hacks. My subscriber, Darren Moffitt, recommended this gentleman. He's a licensed psychologist, a white man, and basically he gives men dating advice. And so 50% of the stuff, maybe 80% of the things he says I agree with, and the other 20% I don't. But, that's life, right? So he has a video, I will link it in the description, that talks about dating strategy. And I also did a video on how I changed my dating strategy. And this video resonated with me from Orion Taraban because it confirmed what I already thought. And as a result, I changed my dating strategy. Initially, I was telling men, if they asked me, like, what are you looking for? I would say, I'm dating for marriage. And so when that didn't yield the results that I was looking for, I decided, I don't know how long I had that strategy, maybe for a year. I don't know. So after a year of doing that, I decided to change my dating strategy and not say that that was what I was looking for when asked. I would just say, I'm just looking to have fun, or I'm looking to have fun, or something along those lines. But generally, I wasn't asked that question often. So that's why I can't really remember what I exactly said. But I knew that I did not want to say I'm looking for marriage because that didn't work. And so Orion Taraban says that when a woman says, I'm looking for a relationship and I don't want to play games, the gender equivalent of that for a man is to say, I just want sex. I'm not looking for anything serious. And since women are usually offended by that bluntness and directness and truth telling, generally women are offended by that truth telling. He said boys learn at an early age not to say that, and that's why they lie. Now, I remember as a teenager saying that I wanted the guy to just come out and say what he wanted. But, I was a cute little girl, so most of them, that's all they wanted anyway. And at a certain age, that's all they really still want, even today, right? So none of that stuff changes. Amazingly. I guess it's evolution, right? The evolutionary history. It just doesn't change. So he said, for a woman to say, I'm looking for a serious relationship, I'm looking for marriage, is not appealing to a man when she says that, any more than him saying to us, I'm just looking for sex, nothing serious. We don't want to hear that either. Because in the back of our mind, we might feel like, well, if he really gets to know me, maybe he'll change his mind. I'm not really sure if that is something that legitimately can work. If the man has said to himself, I don't want anything serious, I don't want a relationship with anyone, I just want to date different women, sleep around, get laid, as Taraban likes to say, get laid, and keep it moving and keep it pushing. And maybe, a male subscriber or viewer can help me out on this, but my understanding from what I've read and heard, that a man who settles down has already decided before he met the woman he wanted to settle down with, he has already predetermined that he wants to settle down, period. No matter if he's met the right woman or not, he's already predetermined that he wants to settle down, and that it's rare for a man to change his mind and settle down with a woman that he has met unless she is significantly benefiting his life. That's another video that Orion Taraban said. And that for a woman can get any man and hook him if she makes herself indispensable within his life. That means she's doing all manner of things for him, so that for him to get rid of her, he will definitely feel a hole in his life because she's not there to fill it. This is where I disagree with him. So basically, that video that he made is geared toward women who have very low, non-existent self-esteem, that they are willing to sex him to death, quote unquote, get laid or lay him to death, cook and clean him to death, and help him with his business and grow his business. And then, she's a hag, basically, 20 years down the road and after the babies. So I don't agree with that. And I will try to find that video and put it in the description. But I don't recommend that. And I'm not bragging or anything. I definitely was in my masculine energy for these last, years, because I've never been married, never had the benefit of resting in my femininity. But I feel like one of the saving graces for me is that I didn't marry and didn't have children. And this is just me and what I feel for myself, and no judgment against any other woman whose life is different, is that I really feel that had I married young and had my children, I would not have been able to stay at home and take care of them, because I would have chosen the wrong man, that I would have made his life miserable because I had not done my emotional work to function as a mature young woman, that I would be overweight, if not obese, that I would have any number of chronic diseases, hypertension, diabetes. I just would not be the best version of myself physically. And by me not marrying and waiting and wanting that now, I feel I'm a better woman, that I love myself better and more, that I'm good. Not to say that I'm staying stagnant, but life is good for me now because I've accepted so many things about myself, that I love myself more and deeper, and I'm more accepting of myself and others, that I'm not as controlling as I used to be. I was a hot mess, okay? I was a hot mess. And I knew I was a hot mess, but I was at the time powerless to do anything about it. And I was under the erroneous assumption that just because I thought that I needed to change and did a couple of things to make myself temporarily change, that somehow it would just change everything about myself, because I was acknowledging the things I needed to change and slowly working on them. But I was fooling myself. Change doesn't happen like that. You take, as my mother used to say, you take a few steps forward and then you take 2 or 3 back until finally you're walking forward towards your goal. So yeah, so I changed my dating strategy. I no longer say I'm looking for marriage or dating for marriage. I just leave it open and just see through the man's behavior what's going to, come out in the wash, and just have a good time just dating. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to get the word out to other watchers, viewers, subscribers in YouTube land, what we're doing and talking about over here for mature women. And don't forget about the dating guide. It's free. Email me at thehypergamistjourney.com and check out the Affirmation Journals on Amazon. And I will see you in the next video.